While it's a little early to think about postseason play, tonight's edition of high school girls basketball features a key sectional matchup between two foes who could meet in the 3-3A final in about 2.5 months' time. Welcome to Como Park High School, a venue we know quite well on TSB television. The Como Park Cougars and the two Rivers Warriors, both teams a game over 500. A win here will get them key positioning, key leverage when it comes time to seed the sections. Both have a lot of sleepers who could make a surprise or two as the season moves along. Greetings, everyone. I'm Mike Pete, and here I am all by myself talking to myself. That's Chaos Theory. It's been a while since we've covered Como Park, and some of that has to do with the personnel. They haven't been able to replicate the glory years of Andrea Adams or Ronnie Porter when they made a couple of state tournament appearances. Ronnie doing some wonderful things at Wisconsin, and her group included the likes of KK Asbury, Shakila Walker, and Chloe Dimitrick. Most of them are playing college ball. Como hasn't had the pieces to make that kind of challenge since then, as evidenced by a big loss to Minnehaha Academy, among others, but they have held their own against the likes of St. Croix Lutheran, Holy Family. They're a small team, but scrappy. Cece Davis, she's going to be the one to watch, the centerpiece for the Cougars. 3 20-point games, back-to-back 20-point outings entering this matchup. She's a senior and would love to get picked up by a college. A big performance here could go a long way in that effort. Two Rivers, a school that doesn't have much in the way of history. They're trying to change that with second-year head coach Nia Holly, who is well-known, former Miss Basketball winner and a two-time state tournament champion with Hopkins back in the 2010s. Last year, she got Two Rivers off to a 6-0 start, and while their season ended in the section semifinals, they accomplished a lot of things that hadn't happened for several years, whether this school was known as Two Rivers or Henry Sibley if you go way back. While Como Park will focus on their guard play, for Two Rivers, their key could be the bigs, Isabelle Kirchner and Sophia Amundson. Both are averaging about the same, over 10 points and about 8 or 9 rebounds. Both have one double-double to their credit, and they will have a decided advantage in the paint against Como Park. If they utilize that properly, they could really light things up and perhaps run away from Como Park and give themselves the inside track for that 1 seed in 3-3A. It's a winnable section. Not a lot of standout teams compared to the likes of Benilde St. Margaret's, De La Salle, Alexandria, etc. But, as Scott Van Pelt says, all you need is a seat at the table. One of these two will get one step closer in that journey. We'll be back with the starting lineups. This is high school girls basketball. Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves. Holloman, good if it goes. Yes! Game winners. James, she's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in! And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. That put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
Sophomore.
Welcome back to Como Park High School in St. Paul, the capital city. The starters are being introduced as we speak. Como Park 4-3, Two Rivers 3-2.
Elena Vanet.
It's a homecoming of sorts as well for the Vanet sisters, Isabelle and Elena, their two eldest, Shania and Michaela, put up quite a legacy at Como Park. Michaela over 2,000 points in her career. Shania overcoming knee injuries and is having a pretty good run at IUPUI. For Two Rivers, Gabby Kirchner was an all-star on last year's team. They lost to Hopkins, but did a lot of learning. They weren't expecting a win per se. Hopkins, even without Tatum Woodson, in a much higher position compared to Two Rivers. If you're watching this on the TSP Television YouTube channel, we'll be back at Two Rivers on Saturday for their game with Southwest. In conference, Matamidi and Hill Murray are going to be their toughest tests, and they also will host Providence Academy in February. That will not be an easy out. Como Park got walloped by Minnehaha Academy recently. Then also lost a shootout to Holy Angels. They get Wayzata next Tuesday, and will close out the season with Hill Murray and Minnehaha. Here are the starters. For Two Rivers, it's Anara Gorman, originally from Cretin-Durham Hall, Isabelle Kirchner, Elena Vanet, Landis Williamson-Andrews, and Sophia Amundson. Como Park will start Amani Crump, Nejana Shaw, Mariah Miller, Cece Davis, and Micaiah Kenny. Como Park dominating the St. Paul City Conference over the last several years. Lost the Twin Cities game to Roosevelt last year, one of 3 meetings. Roosevelt won the section, but their team rebuilding after the likes of Olivia Wren and Jada Walker graduated. Olivia playing JUCO ball right now. And Como Park, other schools have gone through this where you lose a top player and have a hard time getting back into the conversation. St. Paul Central went through that after Willie Taylor left and several of their top-tier talent graduated. It's not a knock on these programs, just a reality that sometimes graduation is the biggest equalizer of them all. We are underway. Como with possession. This is Amani Crump, the younger sister of Ronnie Porter. Davis for 3. Offensive rebound, Miller. Again, Two Rivers does have the size advantage. I would expect them to utilize it as best they can. Kenny kicks out, extra pass, 3 ball, short. That's Elena Vanet with the rebound. Elena backing off. She's got Miller on her. Como with a man-to-man formation. Gorman through the lane. Isaac will shoot 2. Gorman on the season, 7 points per game, 1.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. They're bringing the noise over here. We do have the cheer squad. That might be one reason why. Gorman splits at the line. And that gets us started. Shaw to Miller. Now Davis. Trying to thread it inside. Amundson initially broke it up. Kenny. Spin move. Count it. Micaiah Kenny going on the spin cycle, extra rinse. Kaya is her nickname. She loves cooking and drawing. Says she can see the floor clear. And I'll have to find out what she likes to draw and cook. No 3-point play though. Catch and shoot 3 for the Warriors. Bullseye. Elena Vanet. If you know the Vanet family, Shania and Michaela, they were always good for a few threes. And Two Rivers with an early 4-2 lead. Crump out of the key. Two Rivers looks like they're zoning up to begin this one. 2-2-1. Kenny can't break through the double. Williamson Andrews snatches it. Gorman. She fires a three. Can't connect. Davis on the rebound. Handoff. Miller banks it in. It looked like Miller leaned forward a little bit, so I don't know if that is her natural range, but it's a three and it counts. That's what matters most. But she's going to get hit for the foul and will help Gorman back up. Gorman with a little bump. Mariah Miller. They don't have her height listed, but I'll tell you this much. It is probably not 6 feet. But as Ronnie Porter can tell you, hard over height. Two Rivers throws it away. Como Park, Andrea Adams, Michaela Vanet, and Ronnie Porter, arguably the biggest names to come out of here. Errant pass by Crump, but Two Rivers didn't get set either. Change in possession. Crump's got to get it across, and she does. Now she's got a lane. Gorman staying right with her, though, for the swat. Kenny gets hacked. And that will be a foul on the Warriors. Nia Holly not appreciative of what you just saw there, having a rather emphatic word with Gorman.
In the game for the Warriors, Isabelle, number 4.
In a sense, seeing Nia coaching is a reminder of how I'm getting old. 6 to shoot for the Cougars. Davis doesn't have the space. Has to go, though. Gets it off in time. I've heard of waiting until the last moment. Cece Davis took that statement literally. Como intercepts the pass. Bringing a little pressure to midcourt. Shaw pulls up. Offline. Crump. Last touch by Two Rivers. It stays Como ball. Inbound pass swatted, but right back to Kenny. Trying the step through and instead walked. And Kenny not pleased about that. Those facial expressions can be amusing. Como Park brings a ton of press. That's going to leave a corner three, but Kirchner can't knock it down. Offensive rebound. Elena Vanet, short. Amundson almost had it, but Shaw will bring it up. Shaw through the hole, up and in. Timeout, Two Rivers. Como Park off to a 9-4 start. 4 different Cougars have scored. Like we said, the scrappiness of Como Park is going to be their key ingredient. They don't have the size to match Two Rivers. Most teams will have a decided advantage, at least outside the conference. Como Park, they haven't had any trouble in the St. Paul City Conference for a long time. Como will also take part in the Hail Murray Holiday Tournament, a 3-day affair. They'll start with Fridley, a team that dropped 100 over Park Center. The Cougars will also take a weekend trip to Milwaukee. They'll play Milwaukee Academy of Science and Beloit Memorial. Those are road games. And they'll take on Cass and Manorville at the KM Showcase in mid-January. The cheer squad and the pep band are here, so lots of sights and sounds to be had here at Como Park. A venue we know well. Many milestones and dramatic moments have taken place here. The 2016 Twin Cities game. The comeback win for Como Park. A meeting with Minnehaha where they fought off a 17-point deficit. Como's pressure leads to another takeaway. Miller with the step and the finish. Como Park etching a few more moments in the early going here. 4 minutes in, they're up by 7. Two Rivers breaks. And Kirchner, the beneficiary. That is the danger you run with that high-risk, high-reward press play. Two Rivers employing some full court now. Como gets across. Shaw to Miller for 3. Off the iron. Tracking that one is Isabelle Vanet. But she won't hang on to it. If you're keeping track or trying to, as a Two Rivers fan, there are 2 Isabelles and 2 Vanets. God help us if they were both Isabelle Vanet. 13:25 left in the first half, 11-6 the score. A big 3-3A match. One that will decide, in all likelihood, who gets the 1 seed. Jump ball, Two Rivers to the arrow.
Jump ball, possession arrow, pointing to Two Rivers.
Olanda England, head coach for Como Park, has been for the last several years, taking over for Alexis Gray-Lawson. 3 ball, corner pocket. Elena Vanet with her second tray, and Two Rivers bouncing back after the early Como assault. Davis blocked. Amundson got the touch. Two Rivers can't feed it up court. Mariah Miller with a sneak attack from behind. Davis for 3. That missed everything. Kirchner landed off to Gorman. 2-point game. A few folks asked me what I thought would transpire. I think this is going to be a close finish. Sophia Amundson connects on the turnaround. These two, similar resumes last year. They don't have superstars like Providence or Minnehaha, but they have a lot of future pieces, perhaps. Como Park throws it away on the air and pass. 12:06 left in the first. We are tied at 11. And I'm wondering, when the score is tied at 11 like that, does that make it 11-y? I'll show myself out again. Drive, count it. Elena Vanet with the continuation. Elena making quite the impression. She averages 11.6 points per game. Still working on her free throws and three-point touch, but it's still enough to give Two Rivers the lead. Davis lets it fly. Off the back iron. Rebound, tip to Gorman. Gorman, look out. I don't know what happened there. Just threw it flippantly.
Number 24, Jayla Henderson, entering the game for the Cougars.
It is worth reminding viewers, again, these two don't have the superstars. As a result, they may not have the same level of polish and poise compared to a team like Minnetonka, Providence Academy, De La Salle. Imani Crump's three, blinks off the front iron. Rebound going to Two Rivers. Let's see what they do here. Kirchner. Again, Two Rivers prone to these sneak attacks from behind. Kenny. as Elena spots it and will shoot 2. Micaiah Kenny this season, 11.9 per game. And shooting about 60% from the free throw line. Kenny also averaging 5.5 boards per game. Well, Micaiah, if you do watch this later, and if you are willing to share your favorite culinary dishes and drawings, I would be happy to relay them the next time we do a Como Park game, because, like I say, there's a lot more to this than your stat line. It's a split for Como Park, but Shaw collecting the O board. That did reset the shot clock to 35. Crump isn't going to wait that long, though. Scramble down low. Two Rivers ball. Two Rivers with the press breaker. They've got another wide open look down low. Isabelle Kirchner has scored twice in that fashion now. Two Rivers on an 11-1 run. Crump. Around her screen, elbow J, short. Kenny on cleanup duty. Two Rivers breaks again. Kirchner, that time got herself in a pinch, but flips it back in. I've noticed with Kirchner, as Como Park takes a timeout, Kirchner was 6, but I've noticed in each possession where she has scored in transition like that, she has to take an extra dribble to position herself. It can be a reflex, an instinctive reaction on the part of bigs like Kirchner, but it runs the risk of giving opposing teams time to respond, react. Now, I'm not versed in practices. I don't have an exclusive perspective on that, but I do wonder if they're working on Kirchner's ability to go straight up, because 3 times she's positioned herself in the low post. Every time she's had to dribble to get that extra step. Now, maybe that's something they run by design. It is a fascinating trend in the early part of this game. But more importantly, Two Rivers up 17-14. Each team has used a timeout. Now Como Park looking for the penetration. They won't get it. Two Rivers with the rock. That's Landis, Williamson, Andrews. Over to Elena Vanet. Amundson's got it. Kenny on her. Kenny with the tie-up. Kenny getting into that cookie jar. I wonder if she likes to make cookies. She certainly likes to take them, as she did there. Como with the arrow. 9:33 left in the first half. Isabelle Vanet swiped the inbound, but Two Rivers will get called for traveling. An extra step on the part of Amundson. As Alex Trebek would say, no harm, no foul. Two Rivers with a poke. Mariah Miller gets back. We're getting a heavy dose of tenacious D over the last few possessions. So that takes away a fast break chance for her Two Rivers. They'll have to run a set. And as we've seen, that's not always a guarantee. Oh no! Isabelle Kirchner forgot where she was. Floor awareness is key. Nia Holly can tell you that. Played Division I at Michigan State. It's only one of her silly moments was sometimes having her foot on the out-of-bounds line or inside the restricted zone. Doesn't have to worry about that now. Como with the lob, and Kenny completes the high-low play. Kenny's got 7, 17-16. Elena Vanet over to Sophia Amundson. Back to Williamson Andrews. To Rivers up top. Kirchner going in. Kenny again. To Rivers with the arrow, but Micaiah not letting her size or lack thereof discourage her from being a ferocious low post presence. Oh, look at this. Amundson trying to pounce on the mismatch. Baited Crump and will shoot 2.
Cougar foul was called on number 1, Crump, her second personal foul. Amundson shooting 2.
Amundson with just a couple of points. The leader for Two Rivers. One of them in scoring. Kirchner with the lead, the team lead, 12.4. Two Rivers got on that fantastic start last year. Sophia Amundson splits at the line. Hoping to make some more noise this year. Nia Holly, part of a coaching tree from the Hopkins pipeline in the Brian Cosgrove years. You may know about Ebony Rich, who coaches at Cooper. Right now it's Como with the rock. Miller lobs it to Shaw. Hand off to Davis. She's been quiet. Missed the 3. Henderson collecting the rebound. Kenny couldn't snare it. But Como will hang on to it on the possession arrow. Davis looking for a target, overshoots Henderson. We're gonna have another tie-up, it looks like, and Two Rivers will take over this time. There is a dose or two of sloppiness that we typically don't see. That's all right. Every team, every athlete has to start somewhere. Kirchner to Isabelle Vanet. Feeds it inside. Handoff. This time, Kirchner sets herself up beautifully for the 3. Kenny powers her way in and will shoot 2. Two Rivers with their largest lead of the game. Como Park will try to make something out of this trip. The foundation of their success, going back into their history database, began before Alexis Gray Lawson came in. You may recall Andrea Adams, Michaela Vanet helped put Como Park on the map. Andrea led the state in scoring as a junior. Alexis Gray Lawson took over and brought Como to places they had never been before. Offensive rebound for the Cougars. Davis. Whistle. The shot clock did not reset properly. I don't know who that benefits. We'll find out. Davis was short on the last three, but it was whistled dead. That's for two. Davis still coming up short. Trails. Blinks again. Como will hang on to it on the possession arrow. Como having a little tougher of a time finishing right now. But their success continued when Olanda England took over for Alexis Gray Lawson. The COVID year did them no favors. They could only play inside the conference, and that left them a bit unprepared for St. Croix Lutheran in 2021. Made the show in 2022. Kenny. Relentless and fearless down there. She's got 10, and she is offering a beacon of offense for the Cougars. Two Rivers may have to update their scouting report. Tough drive, but Kenny called for the foul. That's going to send Elena Vanet to the line.
Foul on the Cougars, number 30, Kenny. Her first.
Just the first on Kenny, so no real danger yet. Elena Vanet got two Rivers off to that early start, nailing a couple of triples. Makes the free throws here. I did talk to the Vanet family before the game, and they still have fond memories when Michaela and Shania wore the black and gold at Como Park, but felt it was just a better fit at Two Rivers. They spoke highly of Nia Holly, and I see her younger sister, part of the coaching staff. Imani didn't have the same success that Nia did as a player when you look at accolades, but has made a name for herself in several ways. Elbow J is going to be short. Shaw with the rebound. 23-19. Two Rivers leading by 4. Shaw had the drive disrupted. Last touch by Two Rivers. 6:13 to go. Kenny from the wing. Throws up a tough shot. Oh! And there's another example of that polish we were talking about. Those fundamental mishaps, not as common with the higher level teams. That's not to say Two Rivers and Como Park can't get there, but those brief lapses, that's something you gotta iron out. Because in this case, you hand Como Park a free ball, and then Two Rivers steals it back. Amundson utilizing her length once again. Elena Vanet thought about it. She was left open. Finds Isabelle, who's hacked. I didn't see a ton of contact, but you don't have to draw a ton to draw the foul. And we'll see who the foul is on. It's
number 35, Denman, her first.
On Samaya Denman. So we'll get our first look at Isabelle Vanet. Isabelle the sophomore, Elena the senior. I remember covering I just fused them together. I remember covering Isabelle. I think I covered both at the Triple Threat event some time ago. Gorman with the swipe and the finish. The scoop and score. And this adds to what we have seen all game long. There have been some lapses that are a little uncharacteristic, but flashes of brilliance too. Como Park. Another unforced error. Two Rivers gaining some ground here, leading 26-19. trailed 11-4. 22-8, the advantage since then, but Kenny got in the passing lane, finds Shaw in transition. She's fouled and will shoot 2.
Warrior foul is on number 13, Vanet, her second personal foul. Shaw at the line shooting 2.
Shaw, her nickname is Nye. She loves doing hair and lashes, also runs track for Como Park. Como with 2 state tournament appearances as Shaw gets the back end for the split. And I mentioned Two Rivers not having a ton of history. They do have 3 state trips, but none since 1999. Cece Davis will take a trip to the rim on the steal and run out. Elena Vanet fouled from behind.
Foul is on Crump.
They're going to give her 3. It looked like from here she was on the line. I thought I saw her foot step over the line. Now I don't know how that works when a foul is called on a shot from distance, but it looked like her right foot did cross that 3-point line. We'll have to see if that has any impact. But Elena Vanet gets all 3 of those, and I always say this, however I or others feel about calls or other circumstances, you've got to cash in on those opportunities. And that's what Elena Vanet did. 29-22. Here's a 3 for the Cougars. That doesn't touch iron, doesn't touch anything. Two Rivers again, having a hard time. I think we're going to get a change in ruling. Yes, Como Park ball. .421. Two Rivers still zoning up. Davis for 3. Bottoms. Her first 3. That could be a catalyst. Isabelle Vanet, for a second, thought she might have walked into a traveling situation. Instead, she's going to walk back to the free throw line. Elena Vanet, that is, already with 13 points. The foul is on Denman, and that will be her second. Watching this game, whoever can get settled in could hold a big advantage in the second half. There have been more than a few occasions where both teams just look rattled. Como. Oh, look out. That was just physics. Como with the arrow. That was a case of physics and momentum. No malicious intent, no ill will, just what happens sometimes when you fling yourself for scrambles like that. Gorman through the double. Miller with the breakup, it seems. Although I paused for a moment because I was a little worried everyone was going to crash into the stanchions, the pillars, and as you know, Como Park not exactly a spacious gym. Two Rivers in trouble. 5-second call. And then Como Park muffs the pass. Kirchner fouled. She'll shoot 2. This is what I'm talking about. Both teams looking rattled on several occasions.
2 fouls on Kenny. Her second personal foul. Number 11, Kirchner at the line.
It looks like Kenny got tagged for the foul, her second. And this is a shooting foul, although Kirchner leaves the front end short. Kirchner, I presume the younger sister of Gabby, who put together a fantastic, wondrous senior season that earned her an all-star recognition. Got to play in the All-Star Series a year ago. Two Rivers blanks at the line. Davis lost her balance and gives it up. If one of these two could put a lid on these unforced errors, these errant moments, they could run away with this, I think. Amundson can't get the post up. Kenny once again showing her mettle. There's a bump that will go against Isabelle Vanet, and Como Park will shoot a pair.
Warrior fouls on number 4, Vanet. And first, Denman shooting 2 for the Cougars.
First on Isabelle, Samaya Denman to shoot 2. Denman, you may remember her from the Triple Threat Showcase, took part in that last spring. Averaging just under 4 a game. And she blanks. Kenny once again hustling. And both teams out of fouls to give.
Foul on the Warriors. Number 11, Kirchner, her first.
Kirchner take for her first personal. And it's 1-1 time for Shaw.
Shaw is the shooter.
Although free throws leave a little more to be desired. Como Park 3 of 9, Two Rivers 9 of 16. Make it 3 of 10 for Como Park. And that leads to an empty possession. Gorman. That was a tough leader, but she gets it to go. 32-25. Shaw. Off balance. Denman. Extra pass. Davis. Too strong. Who's the foul on? Como Park, and if that is a loose ball foul, and it is, that means 2 free throws. Davis just hasn't found her touch.
Third personal foul.
And that
Double
could
bonus for the Warriors.
spell trouble.
Vanet shooting.
Davis was lighting it up these last 2 games, and she still could. Sometimes you gotta weather that bad half. 2 free throws here for Isabelle Vanet. She blinked her last time up. Henderson checking in for Kenny. Isabelle Vanet tracks her own miss. Goes up with it, but needed a little more English. And now we're going the other way.
second. 1-1 for Como.
That's the double whammy. Miss a couple of chances to get points on the board. And then commit the foul. Double whammy, no big bucks. And if you've watched my YouTube channel over the 18 years, you know how much that grinds my gears. I have no jurisdiction over the athletes, of course, but it's annoying when you see players foul 80 feet away from the basket. Denman converts the free throws. That gets her on the board. Williamson Andrews, the kick out. Isabelle Vanet buries the three. And that's how you make up for a miscue. 35-27. Crump. No, that's Shaw. Crump isn't on the floor right now.
Foul on the Warriors, number 13, Vanet, her third personal foul.
Elena Vanet hit with her third personal foul. And that is not ideal for Two Rivers. Isabelle and Elena. Elena with 14. She has been a primary force. I think Two Rivers might have gotten to the lane early, but it's an empty possession for the Cougars. They were still in the 1-and-1 range. 1:40 to go. Elena Vanet left alone. Three goes right back to her. Nobody boxing her out. The shot, the ball, I should say, went off one of the support straps. So in that situation, it's ruled a dead ball rebound for the other team. It's identical to a shot going over the backboard. Denman heading into the locker room. She might be in a bit of trouble. Como ball, pass tipped. Gorman with a step. Short this time. Como with a chance. To stay within striking range. Kenny. The hot hand. We're going to have to keep an eye on the foul tally.
Fouls on number 34, Amundson, her second. Penny attempting the three-point play.
Amundson picking up her second. And Kenny can't make it a 5-point game. But the rebound is tipped back in her direction. Shaw, short. Amundson with the rebound, under a minute to go. Isabelle Vanet finds Isabelle Kirchner. Tried to thread it. Amundson able to force the tie-up and keep the ball on the Two Rivers side. But Kenny not making it easy on sets for Two Rivers near the low post. Williamson Andrews. Gorman's got it at the left wing now. Spots a lane. Slipped. And skirted out of bounds. Como Park can hold for the last shot. With 34.6 on the clock. Miller. Kenny had it broken up. We'll have another tie-up, and Como will hang on to it. We might set a record for most jump balls I have seen in one game. The scores table getting a workout, at least on the indicator light. Kenny, whoa! Gotta be careful. Shaw has it. They'll reset. You heard some Como fans looking for a foul call. We play on Kenny. The step through. She'll shoot two.
Kenny draws the foul. She will be shooting two. Foul is on number 32, Williamson Andrews with first.
Williamson Andrews hit with her first foul. And we'll see what Kenny can do here. Hasn't shot free throws all that well. Como Park just 5 of 14. Two Rivers 9 of 18. And it doesn't matter what ranking you hold. If you want to be a serious contender, you got to make those freebies. Lane violation. So we'll do this again. I did see a Two Rivers player jump the line, and Kenny gets the back end. Two Rivers, can they get a shot off? Gorman does. It's offline. It took some doing, but we're at halftime, 35-30. Again, I think whoever can get settled in and avoid those careless turnovers, those unforced errors, will hold the edge. We also have some fouling to sort out here, but one of these two will get that big section win, and we'll find out which team that is when we come back for the second half. This is high school girls basketball. Two Rivers leads Como Park 35-30.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
James, she's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between.
Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
The second half about to start. Como Park and Two Rivers. Mike Beaton with you. Two Rivers leads Como Park 35-30 at halftime. The first half numbers go something like this. Elena Vanet, 14 points. Isabelle Kirchner with 10. For the Cougars, Micaiah Kenny leads away with 13. Cece Davis with 7. But Cece's had a little difficulty finding her shot, and all game long, the story has been ball security problems. Two Rivers and Como both have put themselves into a lot of jump ball situations. And who's the foul going to be on here? It's on Gorman. Remember, Elena Vanet has 3.
Her second person, team's first.
And Gorman just tagged with her second. So a lot to keep an eye on in this 3-3A matchup. One that could decide the 1 seed in this section. Whoever gets out of there is Cece Davis lines up the 3, clanks off the back iron. Kenny, rebound. She's been a beast, but can't get it to go there. Whoever gets out of this section will be an underdog in all likelihood, with Benilde St. Margaret's, Delano and Orono in Section 6 having a great season so far. Monticello in Section 5, Totino Grace. Look out for those two.
Jump ball, Como's.
And De La Salle always a force in Section 4. Alexandria in Section 8 as well. But someone's got to make the show. And I would be in big trouble if I didn't mention Marshall. In other words, this might be the weakest section in terms of competitive teams. Rock Ridge looks to be the front runner in Section 7. (35-30). Kenny counted once more. Micaiah Kenny has been the bright spot for the Cougars throughout the course of this game.
Foul is called on number 45, Vanet. Count the basket by Kenny. She's attempting the ankle.
Micaiah Kenny with a few step-throughs, but really lacking in the free throws. She has missed a few three-point plays, and Como Park 6 of 17. Gorman fouled on the take. Had a wide open lane, and she'll shoot 2 as a result.
Cougar foul is called on number 4, Miller.
Gorman had 5 points in the first half. She'll shoot 2 here. Gorman looking good on that trip. And 2 Rivers not shooting at a high clip. Gorman again. She has been a counter of sorts. Needed a little more finesse though. Elbow J, swish. Moynihan there to clean it up. Gorman a little more finesse, and she would be a ferocious steal and run out threat. Like I said, this matchup, a lot of sleepers. Como Park taking a timeout.
Timeout taken by Como Park. This will be a full 60-second.
39-32 the score. And the pep band sticking around for this one. And the cheer squad as well. Sam is going to be getting a lot of close-up views. Oh, there he is. I guess we're starting our next collection in case another museum comes our way for video archives. I haven't brought this up much. I don't like boasting about myself, but we were blessed to have several of our highlights featured at the Minnesota History Center. You can still check it out, actually, the Girlhood exhibit, which includes a women's basketball section. 2 Rivers coach Nia Holly made a cameo appearance in the highlight reels. One of the many Miss Basketball winners. It's a badge she wears proudly. Took her a little time, but she's done some amazing things. Isabelle Kirchner gets control of it after the takeaway. 3 on the way. Bullseye! Elena Vanet gives 2 Rivers their largest lead of the game, 42-32. Davis doubled. Nearly threw it away. Does! Gorman! All alone. Goodbye. As I was saying, whoever can get on a run and get settled in might be able to run away with this. 2 Rivers on the brink of doing that, and then Kirchner fouls Shaw on the wraparound. That's her second. And Como Park certainly not out of this. If Shaw can get a little more involved, Davis, if she finds that stroke that she's known for. And don't forget about Kenny. Crump around her coverage, finds Davis. Davis just 1 3-pointer. 2 Rivers still in that zone, 7 to shoot. Crump, the runner, switch. That is Amani's first basket. Gorman, changing speeds. Driving kick. No shooting space. Kirchner lost it. Crump takes it over. Kenny, one-on-one. Extra pass. Shaw with a finish in transition. And Elena Vanet had to be careful with the 3 fouls. Gorman, stutter step. Yes. Gorman coming around. She's got 11. Closing in on a season high. Davis inside to Kenny. You bet.
Assist from Davis.
Lakaya Kenny with 17. And she's closing in on a season high as well. Gorman is fouled. And she's okay. She'll shoot 2. Crump getting hit with her 4th foul. Amani getting after it, but maybe a little too harshly. This game has been called a little more tightly. So Gorman to the line, knocking down some more freebies. Just tied a season high. And she'll have to settle for a split there. 9-point lead for the Warriors of Two Rivers. Miller. 3 goes off the back iron. Rebound gathered by Moynihan. Gorman, Crump going for the steal. Shaw with the tip from behind. Williamson Andrews with a foul there. Remember, there is no clear path rule at the high school level, so you will see players occasionally foul in that situation to prevent a fast break chance. Miller going to Crump in the backcourt, which you can do. Off and inbound. Davis for 3. Still stuck on one tray. Crump gives it a go. A little long. Williamson Andrews with the board. Miller applying backcourt pressure. And Nia Holly will take a timeout. Two Rivers wasn't in danger. But you've got those timeouts. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to use them to get your players out of a pinch. Again, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, our next game will be at Two Rivers when they host Minneapolis Southwest. And we are sorting out the rest of our schedule. We do have a few more streaming partners in the game now, so that does complicate our plans a bit. 47-38. Back to action. More hot potato. The 10-second count resets on a change of possession like that. Here's a 3. Bullseye. Isabelle Kirchner making lemonade out of lemon. She has 13. Two Rivers up by 12. Matching their largest lead. Kenny draws the double. Shaw. The bunny, she'll shoot 2. And Two Rivers has just one more to give. Moynihan hit with the 3rd foul. This could turn into a battle of attrition. Crump has 4 fouls. That has limited her playing time. And Como Park missing way too many free throws. You think about all of the points they've left at the line. You make a few more and I wouldn't say you're in range, but you would certainly be a step or two closer. 6 of 19. Elena Vanet pulls up short. Davis snags the rebound. Henderson couldn't get it to go. Elena Vanet. That's Isabelle, I should say. Another 3 for Two Rivers. This one missed everything. Rebound tapped right into Moynihan's hands. We'll have a jump ball. Two Rivers with the arrow.
Stays here with Two Rivers.
Catch and shoot 3. That missed the mark. And that's a silly foul.
Foul line
That's the
number
last one to give for
32,
Two Rivers.
Andrews for third personal, team 6.
And now Williamson Andrews has 3. Two Rivers staring at a heap of foul trouble here. Nobody with 4, but they've committed a few silly ones. Como Park turns it over again. Two Rivers looking for help out of the high post. Isabelle has to track and reset. Here she comes. Tough drive. Kenny walled her off. It'll stay with Two Rivers. They'll have 12 to shoot. 11:42 left. Early part of the season. It's December. Isabelle Vanet through the hole. She goes baseline. 5 off the bench. For Isabelle, the youngest of the Vanets that I have covered. I think there's a couple more. Davis, the runner. This just hasn't been her night. Jump ball, Como Park will hang on to it. Como Park, winners of the last 2, beating Hastings and Holy Family Catholic. Two Rivers lost to Hopkins. Again, not a surprise, not a shocker, but it's not fun to be on the receiving end of that. And for Nia Holly, I'm sure it hits a little different, especially in high school when she was the one delivering those runaway wins. Gorman couldn't get the roll. Looked pretty smooth though. Shaw saw a lane and drove through it. 52-40. Gorman attacks again. This time gets the job done. And with that, Gorman etches a new season high. They still have 26 to go. 3 on the way. Looks short. It is. And a dead ball rebound to the Warriors. As Henderson could not secure it. Two Rivers up by 2 touchdowns. Looking to come out of here with a statement and gain the upper hand in section 3-3A. This is one of the tougher ones. Gorman missing the 3, but it will go to Como Park. Sophia Amundson had the position down low, but not the security. Shaw, the skip to Kenny, gets called for the elbow. That's Williamson Andrews, who took one for the team.
Offensive foul called on Kenny for 4th personal.
And now Kenny with 4 personal fouls. Gorman to Williamson Andrews. Landis, the one starter who hasn't put up much statistically. She hasn't scored at all, in fact. Traveling call on to Rivers. Como still not out of this. The problem they've run into, Davis not shooting like usual, and Kenny getting hit with her 4th foul recently, and then she misses the putback attempt. It will stay with Como. Kenny was flourishing in the first half, having a little more difficulty in the second. On the two Rivers end, Gorman picking things up, and Elena Vanet working through foul trouble. Kenny with a wedgie from the lane.
That stuck ball will be a jump ball.
Two Rivers will take over. As you know, it's a jump ball when you get a wedgie, and we're going to need an extra ball. I don't think Sam or myself have the vertical, but we get it through. We had a 3-point wedgie in one of our earlier games that I did for NSPN. I think it's one of our sinful delights as a broadcaster when we get to call a wedgie. That's not what we look forward to most, but we like to have some fun. Two Rivers. Let it go off of Como Park. 8:52 left. Two Rivers looking to go to 4-2 on a chilly December evening. Gorman had the ball stripped. Shaw draws the foul and will shoot 2. The woman they call Nye.
Shooting 2. Fouls assessed to number 15. Dagger.
This is a time where you really need to make these free throws count. I've been harping on it all game. Como in the bonus rest of the way. Another reason to lock in at the line, which Shaw does there. Still plenty of work ahead for the Cougars. Ball poked away. Landis, Williamson, Andrews will retrieve it. Again, Kenny with the 4 fouls has to be mindful of that. Same thing with Elena Vanet on the Two Rivers side. Cross-court skip, a 3. Short, Kenny controlling it. Como on the run. Blocked from behind. That was Elena Vanet getting the swipe on Amaya Jones. Two Rivers can't score on the other end, but a foul going for the rebound. And I believe it will go against Kania Arnold.
Foul is called on Como's number 44.
Miller and Crump will go back in. Again, Crump with 4 fouls. And just a real dicey situation all around. But this is what makes diamonds, sharpens iron. Working through adversity like this. Crump on Elena Vanet. Davis to Miller, fakes the 3. Tries to go in amongst the trees. That wasn't going to work with Sophia Amundson bearing down on her. Two Rivers takes over. Como led 11-4. Two Rivers taking control since then. Elena Vanet. Out to Amundson. Buries the three. And that could be a dagger. Amundson, 6 points. But Elena and Gorman have carried the day for Two Rivers. Ball knocked, taken away. Kirchner recovers and lays it in. Kirchner with 15. Two Rivers leading 59-42, and they might have this section tilt locked up. Timeout, Como Park. Kirchner with 15. She had 10 in the first half. Como Park, a lot will have to go their way if they want to get out of here with a win. In some respects, we're seeing the discrepancy in size play out. Como Park has an undersized big in Kenny. Two Rivers doesn't have a towering post presence, but they've been able to get Como Park off balance in several respects. And Cece Davis, scoreless in the second half. We really haven't seen her make much of a move. To get free, to get open. Remember, she's coming off a couple of big 20-point games against Holy Family Catholic and Hastings. Now, those two teams aren't exactly on the upper echelon. And Kenny held the 4 points in the second half. The margin large enough where the free throws wouldn't come into play, but that hasn't helped either. 8 of 21, Como Park is. Kenny doubled up. Again, Two Rivers, they've been staying in that zone all game long. Como has to retrieve in the backcourt, and they reset the shot clock. I didn't know if we had possession established, but Como Park gets a fresh 35. Shaw breaks free, pulls up, draws the foul, or was that a walk? No, the shot clock, it reset improperly. That will be a shot clock violation. Como fans not happy, but Two Rivers did not establish possession according to the officials. For the shot clock to reset, the other team has to firmly establish possession. They got a tip, a deflection, but that's not the same thing. So the shot clock was reset inadvertently. It is a tough break for Como Park, though, as they were under the impression that the shot clock had reset. Two Rivers looking for the three. They get it from Isabelle Kirchner. And that really stings if you're a Como Park fan. It was the right call, but I can understand the frustration. And then Kenny throws it into the hands of Amundson. Two Rivers lobbing it. Kirchner feeling it now. Instead goes high-low to Amundson. Tough angle, though. Two Rivers up by 20. Crump fouled. And she'll go to the line. Como Park in the bonus, but Two Rivers, they've got this locked up, I think. Kirchner with 18. Gorman, a season high for her. And Amani Crump, who knows what kind of impact she would have had she managed to avoid foul trouble, but it goes like that sometimes. Makes both here. But I don't think there's enough time. 5:35 to go. Crump has to be a little more gutsy now. Got to play alongside her big sister for 1 year on varsity, with Ronnie being a senior, and What a story for Ronnie. Walk on at Wisconsin, turn that into a full ride, and making every dollar count. Two Rivers, another three. This one long. Kirchner with the weak side rebound. Inside to Amundson. Put herself into a wall. And that is what Como Park needs. They get a stop, but do they have enough time? Miller tried to go down low. Two Rivers snatches it back, but they can't control it. Como looking for the three. Shaw won't give it to them. Rebound, not quite. Arnold stepped on the baseline. That zone has been working out for Two Rivers. More so in the second half. Kenny, in particular, not getting those lanes to attack. She's on the bench right now. Another three. Getting the Plinko bounce is Kirchner. Like I said, you'll take them any way you get them. Kirchner with 21. She and Amundson, the front force, down low. Foul on Two Rivers as they tried to double up Crump. It's on Kirchner, her third, and Amani will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. With 4:19 left in the second. It was a 5-point game at halftime. Two Rivers pulling away. Crump making a count at the free throw line. And who brought dominoes in here? Well, Crump giving Como Park a slice of offense. Gorman doing that as well for Two Rivers. Another three. Two Rivers looking for those exclamation points, but instead it's a dead ball rebound to Como Park. Four minutes to go. Crump. Gets the rock again after Jones centered the cross-court pass. The runner bounces out, lunging in there for the rebound. Jump ball, Como with the arrow. 3:48 left. Probably not enough time. Trailing by 19, but Amani Crump, the sophomore, not giving up. Inbound pass tipped and taken away. Gorman lost her balance, so she won't get a fast break there. Como. Henderson rejected. Look close from here, but a clean block for the Warriors. Vanet with the reverse, can't get it to go. But nobody tracked her down. Gorman fakes. Williamson Andrews, her three offline. Two Rivers just looking for some icing on the cake now. Shaw steps into the 15-footer, draws the foul.
Foul line number 10, Norman, her third.
This will be a win that gets Two Rivers a front row seat for the 1 seed in Section 3. In that group, Cretin-Durham Hall could be a contender, but a lot will be determined in how quickly the youngsters develop. Isabella DeLue and Madeline Hamill. Shaw splits at the line.
Davis back in, replacing Shaw.
And Davis just could not find her shot. That was another difference. There will be plenty of factors. A big second half effort out of Two Rivers, although Como Park, they're not going to fold up. I wouldn't expect them to. But you think about the poise, the stoicness, the stoicism that was here a few years ago as Henderson's three goes off the back iron. Davis, short again. They had a harder time keeping up with the likes of the 4A powers, but Porter, Asbury, Dimitrick, Walker, Jada James. They were good enough. Came out with a lot of big wins over the years. Offensive foul, an illegal screen.
Illegal screen call, offensive foul on number 10. Gorman.
It's on Gorman, but it's academic. In the subsequent years, they had John A. Singer, who gave them a good run, and we'll have a jump ball come over with the arrow. As a senior, that is, for Singer. I'm not sure where she is now.
This jump ball, Como.
But for the Cougars, the search continues as Davis is fouled.
Cece Davis going to
Did not score in the second half. We'll have a chance to here, but just could not find her shot consistently today. Her nickname growing up was Millie, and everyone thinks it's hilarious. I do find it amusing, Millie, not a natural nickname of Cecilia or Cece. Perhaps we'll learn more about that story down the road. Again, Davis, just one three-pointer, could not find her stroke consistently tonight. Kickball. Two Rivers. Tightening up that zone defense in the second half. Led to a few fast breaks, and while this isn't the prettiest performance I have ever seen, it's more than enough, and this is how you get there. Again, Two Rivers, the most recent history was Tori Miller, who went to South Dakota State, but you have to go back to 1999 as Henry Sibley for the last state trip. Shot clock's going to go off. Two Rivers lost track. Not the strongest finish I've seen out of Two Rivers or a team. You want to see the men with authority, and you want to see any team do that. And it'll be a quick turnaround for the Warriors. We'll play again Saturday at 12:30, a matinee tilt with Minneapolis Southwest. But defensively, they've done some good things. And Como Park just hasn't been able to cash in on the second chances like they did in the first half. Kirchner, one more three for good measure. And that will match a season high. Crump, the runner, looked a little out of control. Kenny kicks out Davis. Just not her night. Isabelle Kirchner, 4 triples in the second half, 5 overall. Elena Vanet got Two Rivers going in the first half. Gorman and Kirchner picking things up in the second. And the Warriors will take the driver's seat in the race for the 1 seed in Section 3-3A. They still have some work to do to be a force in 3A, but they'll take another big step in that direction tonight. Crump. Okay, a Caitlin Clark 3 to close it out. That will give Crump 9, but Two Rivers wins the day 68-51. Kirchner, Gorman, and Vanet, your big scores for the Warriors. Kenny finishing with the game high for the Cougars, but just 4 points in the second half. Two Rivers goes to 4-2. And again, we'll take the leader's position in the 1 seed battle in Section 3-3A. This is high school girls basketball. Two Rivers with a 17-point win. We're joined by Anira Gorman and Isabelle Kirchner, two key figures in a big section win for the Warriors of Two Rivers. Anira, we'll start with you. Season high 14, you really came on strong in the second half. What adjustments, changes did you make to find your rhythm?
I listened to coach first, and then I just facilitated and was being a good teammate and just adjusted a little more second half, and I got my team involved.
And what would you make of that second half effort? I noticed you were trying to get that slashing driving game to work in your favor, and in the second half you were a little more effective in that aspect.
I just calmed myself down a little bit. I just calmed myself down and just kept going next play. So yeah.
In a game like this, that's gritty, not exactly the most polished that we've ever seen. Sometimes you have to grind out those kinds of victories. To do that in the second half and pull away, what do you think it says about the wherewithal of Two Rivers in the first few weeks of the season?
I think since we lost, I think we picked it up more. We listened to coach, and I just feel like we listened and just played as a team more, and yeah, that's just how I feel. Yeah.
What piece of advice has resonated with you most from your head coach, Nia Holly?
Just listen. Next play, discipline, and just move on. Attitude, no, we're not doing that. Next play.
Well, Isabelle, that next play mentality certainly worked in your favor. 24 points matching a season high. Elena Vanet got things going early. You started to pick things up a little later. How did you find your form?
I think it's just relying on your teammates. You all make mistakes. You all get down. You have to rely on each other, and you really just have to focus on the next play, like Anira said. I lean on my teammates all the time. They're always there for me. They're always there to pick me up. So.
I noticed you and Amundson, a few others too, really tightened up that zone defense in the second half, made it a lot tougher for Como Park to score inside. How did you change things up to keep Como away from the paint?
Just effort and staying low. Stay low, can't get past you. That's pretty much it.
And I'm guessing you're the younger sister of Gabby, who put up a remarkable career at Two Rivers. How has she inspired you? Because you've been putting up some big games in the first few weeks of the new year.
Yeah, I think she just always pushes me to work hard. I mean, this is the first year without her, and I think just making her proud, carrying on what she did at Two Rivers has been my goal, been all of our goals.
And offensively, what did you sense improved, or what did you pick up on that helped you pull away in that second frame?
I think just intensity, confidence, knowing you can score and knowing that your teammates trust you to score.
Well, that trust went a long way in this one. You've got the inside track now in 3-3A, but still a lot of season to be played. So we're not going to anoint anyone a section champion just yet. But before we go, you want to say hi to anybody?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, hi, or hello, or konnichiwa, et cetera, hola. Thank you for watching, and thank you for stopping by. Congrats on the win. We'll see you in a couple of days, but enjoy this victory and get ready for the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ira Gorman and Isabelle Kirchner of Two Rivers, and that will wrap up our coverage here from Como Park in St. Paul. For the rest of our crew, this is Mike Beaton reminding you to help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.